cute how you call it a stage. I like that. My name's Josh. This is actually my second time ever doing stand-up. I was here a couple weeks ago. I talked about how I don't smoke weed because I'm allergic to it, and that part was not a joke. I actually cannot smoke marijuana. I get violently ill. But I have a lot of friends who smoke weed because I am perfectly fine with casual pot smokers. It's stoners I can't handle. And there's a difference between the two. If you haven't noticed, casual pot smokers tend to have jobs and like families. Some of them even go to school. They smell okay. They're really easy to get along with, and stoners just don't. On pretty much all those aspects, I've noticed. If I call one of my casual pot smoker friends, the conversation usually goes, "Hey man, we got that show tonight. I was gonna come pick you up. Did you still want to go?" Yeah, Josh, I just got home from work. I'm gonna go ahead and change and smoke a bowl. I'll be ready in about 30 minutes. I say, all right. And I know that when I get there, he will have showered and gotten dressed, and he'll be ready in about 30 minutes because he's reliable. If I call a stoner friend of mine, it's more like, hey man, I was wondering if you wanted to It's Josh. Josh Levesque. I was at your fucking house last night. I thought we were gonna... No, you do know me. I came up on your caller ID. I have Funyuns. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'll be on my way. And then he forgets that I promised him Funyuns, so it's okay. Another thing, I guess Bob mentioned it, Paris Hilton recently got busted with cocaine here in Vegas, which I thought was hilarious, because a lot of people really hate Paris Hilton, including me. But I think people would have more respect for her if she just owned up to her shit. Because if you don't believe me, Charlie Sheen is the lead actor on one of the most successful sitcoms on television right now, and it's not even funny. But he's a successful actor, and that's because he beats women, and he cheats on his wives, and he does drugs, and he buys hookers, and he doesn't give a fuck that you know that. Yay. He's totally fine with it. He's like, yeah, I'm Charlie Sheen. And people are like, oh, he's a likable guy. But he's not. He's the devil. And he's totally cool with that. And that's what Paris Hilton should have done. Is when she got busted, she should have just been like, yeah, I'm a fucking millionaire socialite. I'm not some family of four slumming it up at the Excalibur. I stay at the hottest hotel on the Strip, and I snort rails of really good cocaine. I'd have been like, shit, yeah, girl, get it. I mean, it's not like she's a role model. The entire country, the entire world has already seen her suck a dick to completion. When is getting busted with cocaine in Vegas more humiliating than having Shannon Doherty's ex-husband blow a load on your face on DVD? Oh! I'm just saying. But Lindsay Lohan recently also did cocaine, and she kind of owned up to it, which I thought was funny. She went on like Twitter, and she said, yes, I recently failed my drug test for cocaine. And then she went as far as to say that she's a work in progress and that drug addiction is a disease, which is false. It's an addiction. Like Parkinson's is a disease. There's like, she should know about disease. She probably does have a couple of those. Coke addiction is not one of them. People aren't running 5K for coke addiction anytime soon. And I've never seen anyone sitting at home going, oh my God, my symptoms are really acting up tonight. I can't. Oh, I wish there was something my doctor could prescribe to help me with this life-crippling disease that I have. It's just killing me. Remission. Oh. It's like sex addiction, another addiction. It's not a disease, and also it gets a bad rap because guys like to throw sex addiction around like it's nothing. They're like, oh, I'm sorry, I cheated, babe, I'm a sex addict. It's like, no, you're not. You're just a fucking guy. Every guy likes to have sex. Sex addicts will fuck anything. And it's all about self-control. You don't follow your dick around like a divining rod to the nearest open wet hole you can find. And you gotta stop trolling Craigslist for the BBWs that'll swallow for an extra 50 roses. I know how it goes, don't do it. Just head on over to one of those hundreds of free porn sites. I have them bookmarked, I can give you a list. And rub one out. It beats cheating, and it beats herpes. I do have a girlfriend, so I don't even have to worry about that kind of shit. But she brought a Cosmo home recently. If you guys have seen this Cosmo magazine, it's like word porn for girls. Pretty much everything we're looking at online and in Penthouse and Hustler, they just write about it in Cosmo. My favorite part though is there was a cover story on the Cosmo that said how to own your man's orgasm. How to own his orgasm. And the trick is, I'm leaving it in you before I leave. It's yours, you own it, congrats. However, if that does develop into anything else, feel free to be an Indian giver on that shit and just get rid of it immediately, because I am not going on an episode of Maury for any of you. Alright, that's all I had written tonight. I guess it went a lot faster than expected again, but I'm done for the evening. Thank you.